We are live. Hi, people. Just hang on a second. I want to do my little intro. I think I created an intro. I don't know. This is Mickey Sunshine Creates, as if you didn't know. And my name is Mickey, as if you couldn't figure that one out. Welcome. Glad you can come in. For everybody or anybody who's watching the replay, thank you. I appreciate it. And now let's say hi to my people. Shawanda. She heard that earlier today. First in, hi Shawana. How's it going? Janie's here. Life in Janie's crochet world. Oh, I remember when I used to crochet. I crocheted a lot. I did, yeah, a lot. I don't know. I don't do it anymore ever since my husband left. That's a long time. Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. How are you? Glad you can make it tonight. I'm going solo tonight, so you guys gotta help me. A few questions. I'm hoping I can entertain you all. Oh, by the way, if you're a new subscriber and watching this on replay, or even if well, whatever, consider subscribing. If you're not, there I go again. Hi, Bertha. I'll stick with just saying hi to people for now. I'm hoping I can entertain you. And if I entertain you enough, great. If I don't, at least I'm entertaining myself. Uh-oh, there she goes again. Eagle the size of Texas. No, not really. I have a very small ego. And I do like to brag, even though I don't deserve it. Oh, gosh. Are we having fun yet? No, yeah, I am. So I wanted to do, excuse me. I wanted to do a solo tonight. Where is it? Because I've had so many people in over the last few weeks, and I kind of feel like I'm relying on other people to do my entertaining for me. I mean, they do a great job. Between Rebecca and Crashly and Rita, I mean, yeah, they entertain well. But I figure, what the heck? Oh, you like my unboxing? That cracked me up. Are you kidding? I am so bad at those things. I'm so bad. I'm good. I think that's the way I look at it. I mean, it's like watching a train wreck. Michelle says, I'm in Michigan. The weather is awful cold and raining. I'm sorry. I don't know what the weather is here, but it's been overcast, but hot, as usual, and muggy. Phyllis says, it's windy here in Dallas. 70s, but you're cold. I wish I could say the same thing. Why am I rubbing my fingers? I don't know why I'm rubbing my fingers. There's something wrong with me. Can you guys hang on a minute? Because I left my water in the bedroom. I'll be right back. Running. Running. Coming back. And now I have to go in the kitchen because my thermos is empty. Now, here's a lesson on how not to do live. Oh my gosh. I'm a mess today. Oh. 72 when you left Philly? I like that. That's nice weather. That's very nice weather. I could stand with some 72. Let's see, what was it here today? Oh, crap. 81. That to me is too hot. I want it in the low to mid 70s is perfect. So, yeah. My mess cracks you up. I'm so happy I can make you smile. I am. This is, I'm an, I guess in a way I'm an entertainer. I used to do it professionally, right? Remember, I used to sing. So that's being an entertainer. I've just never been a talking entertainer. I figure I entertain myself. If I find it funny, maybe other people will find it funny. It's a shot in the dark, if you know what I mean. But at least I'm taking the shot. Yeah, I'm still working on my little snack hat with the witch's hat. I'm working upside down now. I was thinking of putting some glow in the dark crystals because I just got them on the moon and on the cat's eyes, but I never know where to put them, so forget it. I'm not sure where to put them. You know, I'm sure Rebecca or J. Rob, they have no problem. They know how to sparkle up their paintings. I don't. But I'll try. I will try. Maybe another painting. It sounds a little small to waste my new pretty little glow in the dark crystals. I can't believe it. Glow in the dark and they're crystals. Hi, Suzanne. Glad you couldn't stop by tonight. I'm just hanging here, and it feels sometimes like when you're doing a live or you're doing an unboxing, and one of the reasons I don't do whip and chats is because it feels like you're just talking to yourself. And I don't talk to myself much. I'm not one of those people. I will talk to inanimate objects. I will usually curse them for doing something I don't like. But otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to myself, and I don't talk to myself. Suzanne, I'm still working on my little snack painting of the black hat with the hat and the moon. I'm almost done with it. This is the last section. Hi, Robin, loves reading and all the things. Yeah, I haven't been around lately. I haven't been around in the Zooms or in the lives. We all know why. I don't know how Robin finds the time to be everywhere and read. I can only do one thing at a time. I can time a paint or I can read. And I know audiobooks, everybody says audiobooks, but I don't like audiobooks. I think it's my imagination has trouble grasping what people are trying to describe, what someone is trying to describe. If I read it, I can always go back and read it again quickly to place it more clearly in my mind. I have a habit of rereading paragraphs, and things because I didn't get that, maybe what I can't imagine that. And then I'll think about and read the paragraph or the line again, and I'll say, oh yeah. Where I got this from Amazon. It was one of two. I did this cutie. Isn't that cute? I did this little cutie. I think it was last week or the week before. I was working on it. I think he's adorable. I mean, I can't help it. I love cats. And it came as a package of this one and this one. And so I like little ones. when I'm diamond painting, hi Cindy. When I'm diamond painting, I prefer to listen and watch YouTube. I don't know why, but I like to listen to true crime, but I don't listen to the true crime shows. I listen to Rebecca and Stitcherista and Ruby Q. And then, I don't have a lot. To me, there's not a lot of time in the day to watch all of the um, videos that I want to watch. So I'm constantly behind. I mean, constantly. No, Veda is in the house. Hi, Veda. Thank you for coming tonight. As I was telling everybody, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What the hell, full steam ahead. Don't let what is dance as if nobody is looking. And in a way, I guess talking to myself, what you guys is like dancing when nobody is listening, because who knows if anybody will listen if I do a whip and chat. I'm going to try to do some whip and chats. No idea what I'm going to talk about. I could use some suggestions. Hint, hint. Keep asking for suggestions, even if you just leave them in the comments. Come on. My brain doesn't always work right well. Jamie, it's your birthday. Yes, I know you shouldn't have said it. I was going to say it. I remembered. I actually remembered. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie. Happy birthday to you. How's that? You have gotten my first song. Rebecca's going to kill me because she can't get me to sing. But I remembered from last week that today is your birthday, Jamie. So I hope you're having a good one. I mean, I don't like birthdays anymore. I started counting backwards when I hit 60. It's okay. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl's here. Cheryl's here. I know I'm being silly, but that's me. I'm silly. I mean, like I said, you've seen my unboxing. God, that was a funny one. That was fun. I actually enjoyed that. But after I did that, I realized that there's so much that I didn't say that I wanted to say, and of course thought of it afterwards. I actually wrote myself, what do they call it? An agenda? Index? Where you just put down highlights of what you want to say. I actually did that so I will remember next time to touch on every topic that I want to touch on. But I'm never going to be doing it, super smooth. I'm not a smooth person. I don't want to be professional. I want to have fun. Hi, Vivian. Oh, Vivian's on her phone today. How can I tell? Because the V doesn't show up. Yeah, I remember that. Well, it's not a planner. It's just a list of things I want to. No, believe it or not, it's on Evernote. My unboxing list. See? I'm clever. And Evernote is, the thing I like about Evernote is it's on every one of my computers. It's on my iPad, it's on my iPhone, it's on my Mac. It's there whenever I want to use it. Just like my one password, now that they've switched to keeping it on it. Not that I had a problem before but they've now switched to only internet only. In other words, you gotta pay them if you wanna. You can't. I'm grandfather. They gave me a break because I had bought the program a while ago, and I figured, well, it's working. It should keep working. That's what I paid for. I don't need fancy upgrades. I just want my passwords, and I was syncing them with Dropbox, which I'm always going to have. But I found out that with some of the new software that I've got, the new apps, it doesn't work. And I was getting frustrated, so I wrote to them and I said, why is it stopping all of a sudden? Why is it not working? It was working fine last week. It's not working now. And they told me because they moved completely to a web-based server where you will keep, where instead of, in other words, instead of syncing with Dropbox, which I can't access my passwords from, except with the app, it syncs with their server, the 1Password server, which means I can actually go on the web and find a password if I've forgotten it. All you need is your master password. Deanne! Hi, Deanne! Oh, Jamie, a nasty chicken powder? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. There's nothing worse. Nothing worse than a bad chicken parm. It's funny. That is the first thing I order, either a chicken or a veal parmesan, when I try a new Italian restaurant. If they can't get that right, I don't want anything else from them. I prefer veal, but sometimes it's just too expensive. I'll go for a chicken parm. If they can't do it right, then why stay with them? Find another restaurant, and I do. So every time I try a new restaurant, that's what I do. Makes sense. And then I always know where to get a good chicken parm. And I do now. I've tried a couple of new takeout places. One of them, the sauce was terrible. It was just too sweet, way too sweet, and with too much of a tang to it, too much vinegar in the sauce. So it was sweet, and I wouldn't say sweet and sour. I would say sweet and bitter. But then I found another restaurant, the next one we tried. God, it was so good. So I'm going to order from Maria's from now on. I miss Mario the baker, but they don't have one near me. They used to make the best garlic rolls in creation, covered with cheese, yum, and greasy with garlic and grease and oil. Oh my, they were so, but they were crispy. They had crispy eggs and soft in the center. And I'm making myself hungry and I just ate. Okay, enough about food. Pizza time? I don't think we have a pizza time around here. I will not order pizza from the major franchises because I've tried them all. Pizza Hut might be the only one that I'll order from, and then only the personal pan pizza. And on occasion, I will order their stuffed crust. But otherwise, I prefer to order from my local pizza area. And, keeping small business alive. No, you can't have too much garlic, Jamie. No way. Too much garlic? There's no such thing. Even if you're on a date and you like garlic, if your date won't eat garlic, well, he's not getting a kiss. It's as simple as that. You either deal with the garlic by having some yourself, or you end the date without a kiss. It's basic. Makes sense to me. I love garlic. Oh, I love my local Chinese restaurant makes a garlic chicken. Mm. Or beef or pork. I like it. It's nice having choices, but it's always so good. Oh, there's one in Parkland and one in Course. I eat pizza time. Oh yeah, I've been to the one in Parkland because my brother lives in Parkland. So yeah, I've been in the one to the one in Portland, but I don't think they did deliver down to Margate. Vivian is tired, but trying. Ah, thank you for being here, Vivian. I love you too. I have such good YouTube buddies. I really, I appreciate every one of you. It's just, yeah, it's nice to have friends that I don't have to get dressed for. I'm, I'm sorry. It's one of those nights tonight. You know, you've seen me like this before. Pretzel balls, soft pretzel balls made into garlic bread. Oh my gosh. Oh, Cheryl, that sounds good. That sounds good. If I went out more often, I would go over to Pizza Time and grab a pizza now with those pretzel garlic rolls. I'm assuming they're the ones that make it. Oh, that sounds good. But it's if I'm going to go over that way, I should visit my brother, and I don't want to visit him. I see. Yes, Vivian, garlic makes everything taste better. You're right. You're absolutely correct. And if anybody wants to disagree, well, go ahead, disagree. I mean, it's a free country. I'm not going to stop you. You do you. I'll do me. And maybe we'll meet in the middle. You never know. Yeah, I try. I really try. You know, see, I can't think of enough things to talk about unless you know, toss them out to me. Now, if you're talking lasagna, I'm sorry, Stouffer's. I'll stay home and eat Stouffer's every freaking night. Yeah. Oh, you did, Cheryl? You know, if I cooked, I would ask you for the recipe, but I don't cook anymore. I do not cook anymore. I wish I could, but I used to make bread. I used to cook these gourmet meal type meals. I miss my own chit stir fry. I used to make stir fry. God, it was so good. I learned how to make stir fry from a Chinese girl, and I really enjoyed it. But I haven't had it in years because I don't cook anymore. Vivian says the other day I steamed some asparagus and added garlic butter and grilled onions. Good combo, woman. There's nothing like caramelized onions and garlic. I like taking that combo and putting it into rice with a little bit of butter or oil and just mix it all. Oh God! And then throw in some peas. You get a beautiful pilaf. But again, I don't cook anymore. I don't make those things because I can't stand there mixing. I'm very. You can tell I'm very visual. I talk with my hands. And no, I'm not Italian. I'm Jewish. But I grew up in a Jewish Italian neighborhood. So I probably learned from both my Italian friends and my Jewish family to be very handsy, I guess you could say. Okay, I just saw a double. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. I'm strange. I put in all the multi placers first, and I try and start with the 2s and then the 4s. And then I got to straighten them. And then the 3s, and and then I'll go up to the 5s, which I just did. And now it's time for 7s. Oh, homemade lasagna is the bomb. But like I said, Stouffer's. I am happy. Oh, I love Stouffer's. I don't like the meat lovers because I don't like their sausage. But the Stouffer's with meat sauce. Problem is, I can eat the whole thing by myself, and it's a big portion. And of course, if you're going to have a lasagna, you gotta have garlic bread with it. This is why I don't lose weight, by the way. Anything I want. Vivian loves cooking when you're not too tired. Yeah. I'm sorry you're exhausted. Indian food, they don't have any decent Indian restaurants around here that deliver. There's barely any that will deliver to my area. I can't even get, what is it, Jimmy John's? They stop right at about 1,000 feet from my condo. They stop at that line. They're in the university, and I'm just past. I'm losing it again. I'm just past the street that they won't go past. So. Bertha says it's 4 p.m. and you get off work an hour early. Yay! Oh, good. Go, Bertha, go. Round painting? No. What do you mean round painting? That's not round. It's Suzanne. Are you okay? Yeah, it does stop, but that's okay. We prefer. Why is my brain so bad today? We prefer the subs at Mike's. What is it? Is that something Mike? I can't remember the name now. I'm terrible at these things. I'm always forgetting. Yeah, the drills are round, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately they are round. I don't like round. Round sucks. But as soon as I finish this, I've got 2 paintings to start. I think, unfortunately, I think they're both squares. Because I'm going to do a Spangler, and I'm going to do my mystery painting, and they're both squares. So, lucky me. Lucky me. I love squares. Jersey Mike's, that's the one. Thank you. See? I don't know why this happens to me all the time though. I mean, it's really getting bad. I'm getting old. But I'm going to blame it on my TBI and fibromyalgia. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, 7. I do 6s with a 7 also. I'm really getting good. I can actually do a 10 placer now. I hate rounds. I don't know why. I don't like them. I can never get them straight. And maybe I'm a little OCD. I want them straight. They need to be straight for me to be happy. And I can't get them straight. That's why you see me constantly going over to the single placer and wiggling them. Because that's what I do. I wiggle them back into place. Because I can never get them right. I mean, sometimes they come out perfect. But most of the time, and even doing that doesn't work. I'm not old. If you're old, if I'm old and you're old and you don't feel old, well, that's why I said I'm leaving it. I'm blaming my TBI, which I had like what 30 years ago. Doesn't matter. I'm blaming my TBI and my fibromyalgia. Not age. It's not age. It's got nothing to do with age. Because I'm not old. Well, sometimes I feel old, but most of the time, I'm a kid. Yeah. Take me to Disney and you will meet a child. I get so excited at Disney. I'd go with my roommate sometimes. I used to drive him crazy, because I still need a scooter chair or an ECV, electronic convenience vehicle. So I'd be sitting most of the time and scooting here and scooting there and scooting. And, of course, he's got to walk. Oh, good night, Janie. Thank you for coming on and saying, thank you for hanging out a little bit tonight. I appreciate it. Oh, God, no, I'm not going to add the accents in. My mother used to make accents. She was so good at it, too. Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to yawn. That's an 8-placer. That's a 7-placer. I always try and go one larger. I don't want to fill in 2. I don't mind filling in 1. But why fill in when you just have to place them down? Right? Like, hey, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Nobody ever said I was sane. I try and tell you guys that all the time in Zoom. I am insane. I'm crazy. I'm not right in the head. There's something wrong with me. At least that's what my roommate's always telling me. Or am I telling my roommate? Good question. You see, I'm one of those. And Jamie's got to go. Good night, Jamie. Suzanne says, I told you I'm older than you, so stop it. Like I said, I'm not blaming my age. I did have a TBI, and it was bad. And I do have fibromyalgia. So there you go. I'm going to blame it on those 2 things. And if you don't like it, lump it. Because, like I said, that's my story. Stick to your story, and eventually you'll believe it. No, I'm definitely not blaming age, but things have been getting harder for me to remember, which is one of the reasons why I wrote that list, because I can't remember from one to the next. Okay, where's the bigger one? Here's the 9-placer. Bertha, what'd you miss? Go watch the replay. I'm not going through it all again. I'm in a mood tonight. One of the Deborah. Hi, Deborah, baby. Oh, Vivian's back at her computer or tablet because the V is back. The Vivian's back. Wait, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't quite sound right. I'm going to skip that one. Why won't they all turn over? This is my new, come on, turn over. This is my new drill tray from Takes Creations. I love it because it's much better than the white one. I mean, it's bigger than the white one. So that's nice. And it's got higher sides. Charlene, hi, Charlene. Charlene's here, guys. Our coloring maven. Did you know she's a coloring maven? Is that a 7? Yeah, that's a 7. I missed that one. Hard to count them sometimes, especially when you got light on light. Charlene is here. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh well, couldn't have been important. I always say that. If you forget what you're talking about, it can't be important. And if it's important, you'll remember later. I'm getting very frustrated because I don't care what tray I have. They never all turn over in a row. In every row. Wish they would, but they don't. Ah, that one came out perfect. Oh, there I go again. I'm sorry. Yes, I will keep apologizing. I can't help it. Okay, I'm a 9 placer, but I'm only picking up 8. All right, well, it's a little, nah, that's off. See, I told you I'm a little OCD. I gotta keep it. I'm one of the only people I know that can actually chat during live and diamond paint at the same time. Look at me. I can multitask. I can do 2 things at once. Have I ever forgotten something important? Yes, I have. But most of the time I remember the important stuff. It could be selective memory loss. But why wouldn't I remember Jersey Mike's? Why can't I still remember the damn road that I'm off? It's not Lions, it's the other one. Cheryl, help me. You got University Lions, and then, no, it's right on the tip of my tongue and it won't come. Very frustrating if you're not experiencing it. If you don't experience something like this, it's very frustrating. And no, Cheryl, I'm probably not going to stop yawning. I can't help it. It's the truth. It is what it is. Deal with it. I love you, Cheryl. Oh. Why won't these go straight? Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. I have to wiggle them. Frustrating. All right, it's enough talking about my stupid frustrations. No, not Paroline. Paroline is weighted down. You got University Lions. No, I'm sorry, University Riverside. That's the street that I'm off. That's right, it's not Lions. Lions is where I used to live off of. Now it's University Riverside. And this is gonna bug me. This is really gonna bug me. No, 441 is on my other side. There's Royal Palm, and there's the street. What's the road? Rock Island. God darn it! I've lived here for 6 years. I have lived in this neighborhood, and I still could not remember Rock Island. Oh. I'm losing it, people. If I ever had it, I'm losing it now. Oh my, I kill me. Sometimes I want to kill me because I I feel stupid when I do things like that. I know I'm not. I know it's just a memory thing, and it's not my fault. It is because of the TBI and the fibro. Combine the two of them, and because when I had my accident and my brain damage, and I got my skull cracked, um, I suffered from short-term memory loss. I mean, really short-term memory loss. I would meet you on Tuesday, see you on Wednesday, and forget I met you on Tuesday. The only good thing about it was that I got to read books over for the first time again because I wouldn't remember the books I read either. Now, of course, even now, I don't remember half the books I'm reading because I read so many. And I use them, I guess you could say I use them for escape. I like to escape. Everybody said, oh, write reviews. I don't want to write. I just want to read. I'm a reader, not a writer. I've tried writing my own blogs. No. If I can't come up with something to talk about with you guys in a live, you throwing stuff at me to help, how am I going to write a blog? If nothing happens, what happened? If nothing happens, how do you write about it? You know, it's like Seinfeld. My life is a show about nothing. Isn't that what Seinfeld is? Or was a show about nothing? Because it really was nothing. Uh-oh. One of them is, oh gosh, this is really off. Oh, I picked that up wrong. And now I can't get them straight. It's funny, you would think that with poured glow, it'd be easier to straighten them. I find it easier to straighten on double-sided adhesive because when you move them, they actually stay. They don't kind of spring back. Trevor! Kiss my stained glass. Trevor, how are you? Hey, it happens. I won't put it against you. Trevor's, what time is it over there? Must be early in the morning. Any more nines? No, yeah. Oh, no, a nine right there. You see, these things scatter too much to let you get them picked off. Come on. There we go. This is a delicate operation, people. Careful or the patient will die. Oh, patient just lost a kidney. I'd make a terrible doctor. Might have made a decent nurse, but not a terrible doctor. Skater glue? Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's kind of like that. you move the drill and it kind of slides back to where you had it originally. And it's like, no, don't do that. Stay straight. And I'll even use my straightener and it'll straighten them beautifully. And then they just slowly inch over back. They slowly micrometer by micrometer move back to where they were. is very frustrating for somebody who's like me. Skater glue. That's a good name for it. That's a very good name for it. Ah, it's hot in here. Ah, but then again, I'm a hot mama. No, I'm not a mama, but I'm a hot mama. Hey, I'm easy. I ain't cheap, but I'm easy. Kill me. Okay, what's this? Shalene says, hi, Cindy, Lee, and Trevor. They're not worthless, Suzanne. They do work. The problem is the glue on a lot of the poured glue pieces, it's too thick, maybe too spongy. You know, that's one reason why I prefer double-sided adhesive. Well, not prefer, but why I like double-sided adhesive and have nothing against it at all. You know, because double-sided adhesive, it's hard to move the drill once it's out of place. You really got to wiggle it around. But once you put it where you want it, it stays. It stays there. No question about it. Oh, God, I'm hot. Yes, I'm using my fan. Pretext. Okay. Yeah, the S isn't anywhere near the end. Oh, Trevor, how are you? I know you've been doing lives and I haven't been showing up because I'm a bitch. No. Oh, God. I said I'd kill me. Okay, now we got 10. Think we can find a way to pick up 10 in this scattered. I can't get them to line up. And if I get them to line up, they won't turn over. It's very annoying. See, we got 3 here. We got 2 here. Now we have 5. We need another 5. See, and in front of every one is one that's turned over wrong. Very annoying. There we go. We got 5. Now we have 10, and that belongs right here. And it's off. Oh, Lord help me. Because I can't help myself. I am what I am. I hope you guys are having some fun tonight. I mean, I know I'm behaving like a crazy woman. But I don't know. I'm just strange. Even I find myself strange. See, in front of the ones that line up is one that's upside down. How are you supposed to pick them up if it's upside down? We had 2. We had 2. We got 5. Then we need another 5. And there's another 5. And we got 10. Well, I'm using the 10 placer. I'm so proud of myself. But I could never do it with the plastic. I've only done it with the metal. And every time I've tried to go back and try with the plastic ones I have, the thin plastic ones, can't do it. I think the metal are so, maybe, I don't know why, but the metal are so much better. See, they won't stay in place. Stay. No matter how hard I push them down, they won't stay straight. All right. Suzanne says, I find single placing, keep them straighter, takes this time because you don't always have to fix the drills. Yeah, true. But like using multi-placers. It's fun. It's fun. I get a thrill out of it when I actually do it right. And because sometimes, especially with the 10, if I put it down, it's straighter than if I were to do, because it's straight on here. If it gets straight on here, it's going to be straight down there. But I don't always get it straight on here. Let's see. Trevor says, I love cooking traditional Indian dishes. Oh, yum. It's all about the base sauce, and onions play a big part. Well, I've noticed that there are a lot of Indian restaurants in Great Britain, especially England, especially London. I could not believe how many Indian restaurants there were. And they're all good. Or most of them. I know, isn't it, Vivian? I think it's adorable. You saw the other one I worked on, right? I call it the companion piece. Because I bought them both at the same time. They were the 2-pack. It was nice to have that. See if I can only get it to stay straight here. Ugh. If I get them straight here. Yeah, here we go. That's perfect. But now I see that the one over here is not. It's off. Oh, Melody loves her hobbies. Hi. Which one am I doing? I'm doing Celestial Dreams. I don't know. When I saw that come out, I wanted a Spangler because I knew Brandy was gonna, she loves Spangler, and I wanted to join in with her. I had to get one, so I got Celestial Dreams. The thing is, I hate color blocking, period. We all know this. I don't like color blocking. I much prefer confetti. It's just, to me, confetti is easier and more enjoyable. I just don't like color. Maybe this is why I don't like it, because it never lines up right. Let's see. Trevor says, yeah, Brick Lane in London for a good Indian restaurant, but I have a little secret restaurant in Commercial Road in London that Indian themselves eat at. That's always the best. We used to, past tense, and I'm very upset about that. We used to have a Chinese buffet restaurant where all the Chinese ate. And you go in there on a Sunday afternoon for brunch, and the place was filled with the local Chinese community. And the food was so good. The most unusual dishes that you don't find on regular Chinese menus. You just don't find them. All kinds of dim sum and other things. I can't explain it. They were so good. And then they were gone. And it did. It really did. It broke my heart. We used to go there at least 2 or 3 times a month because it was so good. And again, you eat where the community eats. You're going to eat well. And you're going to eat authentic. They do say that if you go into a Chinese restaurant, a lot of them, if you ask for their off menu, they do have an off menu for their fellow nationalities, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But I wouldn't know what I was ordering. So that lets that out. No, it's not kitted up yet, Suzanne. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. I'm going to kit it up because, well, I have to take it. I think I have to take a picture of it first, and it's before it's kitted up, and then when it is kitted up, I don't know. I got to read the rules again. I keep forgetting. Remember, memory loss. Me. Hello. It's the Dory syndrome. You know the Dory syndrome. I have more than enough diamond paintings. Ooh, look, a diamond painting. Oh, God. Melody chicken tikka masala. Did I pronounce that right? I think I did. Oh, I've had that. Especially when they can make it not too spicy. Because most of the Indian restaurants that I've been here down here, at least, they tend to load on the spice. I don't know why, but they do. So I always ask for not too spicy, and they always have it. They always do that for me. Same thing with Thai. I find Thai very spicy, but if I ask for pad Thai with mild sauce, it's really mild. Chinese eat little and often. That's why their figures are slim. You haven't met some of the Chinese I've met. Mama's round. Mama's a little round. I think you're thinking of the Japanese. The Japanese are thin. God, I hate them. They have such good food too. I love Japanese food. Give me some sushi any day, and I'll be happy. Okay, it's not healthy for you to eat it all the time. But then there's sushi that does not have to necessarily include fish. But like furumaki, which that means big roll, but it's all vegetables. It's including what is it? Daikon, which is a Chinese turnip, and lotus root, and a couple of other things. So it's really good. Sashimi is the best. Okay, I keep changing over quickly when I see one of you say something. Yeah, I like sushi. The rice, I love the rice, but I tend to always get, because I love the rice. I like sashimi. I get the most sashimi when I buy a shirashi sashimi or sushi. Shirashi sushi. That's a bowl of sushi rice with a whole lot of sashimi on top. So you can have it with or without the rice. You can have the raw fish and then eat the rice separately. You're not stuck with eating rice in your mouth. Trevor says it was an American that invented chicken tikka masala. Really? He went into a restaurant when his dish was given to him. He asked, "Where's the ketchup?" Oh, God. I don't get that. I do not get ketchup on it. I don't get ketchup on eggs. It's like, ooh, oh, I'm sorry. No. No. That's almost sacrilege to me. Though I have had what do they call it? That Mexican dish is the eggs are cooked in the sauce. I can't remember now. It's again another thing that's right on the tip of my tongue. Trevor had a tin of soup, put that in the dish, and that instead. Oh well, soup is good food, isn't it? Yeah, it is. All right, come on, we can do this. We can do this. I still got to pick up another one. And another one. Oops. And one more. There we go. 10. All right, let's see if we can get this to lay down evenly. Yay! See? I can do it. You just take your time. You have to take your time. Unless you take your time. Well, with anything, if you want to be good at it, even in bed, take your time. And you want to be good, take your time. It's all a question of practice, and if you don't practice, you're never going to get it. It's with anything, whether it's crocheting or picking up drills or knitting or painting or anything. If you don't practice, just like any other sport, if you don't practice your craft, you're never going to be good at it. It's never going to be easy for you. It's hard to practice. It's frustrating when you have to keep ripping things out and redoing them. Or for me, stopping and fixing, it's frustrating. But the more you practice, the better you get. I mean, you should see me with crocheting. The first time I crocheted. Oh God. Did I make a messes? Same thing when I taught myself knitting. Oh, it was so hard. I used to refuse to learn to knit. I was a crocheter. I refused to learn to knit because every time I picked up those needles, you know what I mean? I'm sure many of you who've crocheted and tried to knit and don't, you know what I'm talking about. Finally, I decided I really wanted to learn. So I slowed down and I had a lot of books and I had a lot of YouTube videos. And some of those videos I would play over and over. I pause, rewind, play again, pause, rewind. What are they doing? And I did it very slow. And the worst I've had to do, the worst one I did, I had to frog 6 rows on a scarf. That was the worst one that I screwed up. But all the others, maybe 1 or 2, rows. I mean, it happens to even the best knitters and crocheters have to frog. It just nobody's perfect, especially first time out the gate. Nobody's perfect. And if you think otherwise, well, I'm sorry, but nobody is perfect, especially me. But you get perfect by doing something over and over and over and over again. I mean, cooking didn't come easy. Well, yeah, no, cooking came easy to me. I'm sorry, it did. I turned out to be a natural cook. I never had problems following recipes. I never really followed recipes. I used recipes as guidelines. Nope, haven't knitted a sweater, haven't needed a sweater. So I never bothered to knit a sweater. It's daunting. For me, if I were to go start knitting a sweater, it's very daunting. So was, for the longest time, I wanted to knit a lace shawl, a really pretty lacy one. And I put it off because it seemed insurmountable to me. Until I did it. And now, of course, I'm stuck, but it doesn't matter. Chilaquiles? I don't know what that is. Yeah, loom knitting. I don't. The thing is, I don't want to do anything other than dye and paint for and read for now. These are my favorite things to do. It's you have to remember, it's hot in here in Florida, and I know Cheryl. I know you're here too, but I have a particular what's the opposite of affinity? I the heat gets to me, especially I used to make a lot of crocheted Afghans, and I'd have to have the AC down to 70 in order to work on them, because especially when they start getting large, because they're laying on your lap. You know, knitting wasn't as bad. I never knitted an Afghan. That's too much work for me. Crocheting an Afghan, easy peasy. Knitting scarves, easy peasy. I never knit socks either because I'm a barefoot girl. I don't wear socks. So I knit something I'm not going to wear. And I don't know a lot of people that I can give things away to. I did knit and crochet some baby things for my nieces. Uh, but yeah, knitting is relaxing. I used to sit in bed, watch TV, and knit. You know, I use my iPad for my patterns. Very easy. I don't use needles either. I use the circular needles. I don't use regular needles. I've tried using straight needles. I can't hold on to them. I'm sorry. I just can't hold on to them. But the circular needles, those I have no problem with. And the nice thing about them is you can knit as big or as small as you want with circulars. You know, I have them in every frickin' size. And sometimes I have 2 or 3 in that size because, you never have. I was a serial starter. Yeah, I was like Rebecca, serial starter. I'd start my knit projects and didn't finish them. I do have some on my, I should put them up on Facebook. I do have some on my personal Facebook page, but I don't really share that one with people other than family and close friends. But I should put them up on Instagram is what I should do. Because I did a lot of knitting. I made some cool scarves. At least in my opinion, they were cool. I thought they were cool. Whatever. Circular needles are like looms? No. They're not. They're like regular needles, only they're attached on the bottom. That's it. They're just the only difference between regular needles and circular needles is that they have a cable between between them, and then you've got the 2 needles, so that if you're working on something big, you can just stretch it out and it'll hang down. Works well. You don't need gigantic needles or to push everything to one side to do it. It works well. It works well. Flexible loom is the same as circular, but instead of wire cording, the loom itself. I'm sorry, Cheryl, but looming is completely different than needlework. It's still knitting. I'm not gonna deny that, but it is not the same as using needles. It really isn't. I've watched you guys. It's not the same. You don't. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It might. I think loom knitting looks easier than needle knitting. It does look easier. And who knows? You never know. Maybe one of these days I will try it. Especially if people stop pushing me to do it. Hint, hint. I'm crazy. I know. I'm mean. I'm mean. I can be mean. God, do I have enough of these? Am I done with this? Finally? I think I'm finally done with this color. Hallelujah. Nope. You know there's always one more. There's always one more. And I'm looking. I'm looking. It's the equal sign. But it's the thing is that I've got a light dot. I've got the dot with a light background. I've got the equal sign with a light gray background. And I've got the slash with a light white background. So they're so close. Well, needles, you usually prefer that with which you first start with and become comfortable with. If you become proficient at needles and then switch to looming, you're always going to be comfortable with needles, and looming might seem odd. But if you practice with the loom, eventually you'll become proficient in that. And it'll become easier and easier and easier. Right, Cheryl? Circular meters use the very same exact patterns as we do. I'm not saying you don't use the same patterns. I'm saying the actual mechanics of it is different. Like I said, I'm not denying that loom knitting is knitting. It is knitting. It uses patterns, just like we do. But it's like I'm not going to deny that machine knitting. I mean, some people have knitting machines. I have one. Haven't used it. Come on. How does this go? Oh, there we go. That's the little piece there. Stop things from popping out when I clean them, because they always do. Have you noticed that? Every time you go to see, they pop out. They have a mind of their own. It's the mechanics. Like I said, it's the mechanics of between loom knitting and needle knitting that are different. Circular needles use the same patterns as all knit patterns, period. Doesn't matter if you're making scarves, socks, blankets, baby clothes, sweaters, hats. It doesn't matter. You can do everything on regular needles, just like you can do everything on loom needles. Again, you're misinterpreting me, Cheryl. I'm not saying that they're different. The mechanics of them are different. You move the yarn along and move it over. Whatever you call them, over posts. Knitting with needles is not. It's not the same. It really isn't. Cheryl, stop pushing me. I'm gonna smack that woman. That's exactly what I said. She's a stubborn woman. Okay. Cheryl, come here. I want to smack you upside the head. I still love you. I do, but you're very stubborn. The movements, the mechanics, same thing, are different. I never said the results were different. Did I ever? Hey guys, honestly, did I ever say that the results were different? asking for myself. I beg your pardon. I bear behind the chat. I told you I'm a bad girl. Nobody believes me. I told you I'm mean. I don't know. We're very blunt. I enjoy being blunt. I think to me, it's called being honest. You can't hurt my feelings. I don't, I will cry for grief. I will cry I cried when I lost my home, but I don't cry for much anything else. Nothing, if somebody says something bad about me or to me, I'll just go, huh. But it won't make me cry. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And it's not that I don't have feelings. It's that everybody's entitled to their opinion. In the round patterns? Cheryl, let's discuss this another time when it's just you and me, and we can, I want to talk with you. I really do. We'll chat on what you call it. What am I talking about? Cheryl, like I said, my feelings are you have to try hard to hurt my feelings. You really do. I laugh at myself. I hurt my own feelings more than anybody can hurt me. Well, no, that did come out right. Okay, guys, I'm sure I'm boring you to tears. And we are getting on about that time. I think we've been on for almost over an hour. Almost an hour, over an hour and 15 minutes. And J-Rob will be coming on at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. So I hope you will all join her because I'm going to be there. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. So say goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. And you know you know how I have to end this. Well, I'm going to add one thing. If you like it, hit the thumbs up. Okay. I love you guys. Yeah, clicking is fun, Suzanne. All right, guys. Until the next time, arrivederci.